Okay, hello, welcome to a video. So, I've been kind of obsessed with this painting. I like looking at it. And Drawfee did this video where they did classic paintings, and a lot of people have done this trend where they do classic paintings. I don't know if it's a romanticism. I don't understand paintings. But I think it would be cool to do one, but I don't really want to specifically do this one. So we're going to do a little explore through. I do really like this artist. Don't know much about him, but I like his art. It is, I like, my eyeballs like to see it. So let's have a little scroll, a little scroll for one that we could reimagine with our own characters. Ooh, I like this one. I know a lot of people have done that other one. I don't know who it was by. I don't remember what it's called. But I've seen it a lot on TikTok. How can you not just love looking at them? Like, maybe I should start going to museums and looking with my eyeballs at paintings. I don't really do traditional art that often. I do try to have a little bit of painterly look to some of my art, but it's not like the main focus. And this is a really long list. It's an incomplete list of works. Was it Michelangelo that did the painting I'm thinking of? Show me a list of painters. No, you don't want to show me a list of paintings? Painters? No, not what I meant. Yeah, show me a list of... I would like a list of people's... Leonardo da Vinci? Are you the artist I'm thinking of? That's a whole lot of words. Yes, tell me about his paintings. Ooh, I like the colours of this one. There's a whole lot of words. More words. Everyone's got words. Polymath, what does that mean? Some of us do not have brains nor intelligence. I'm sorry. We probably won't actually finish this drawing in one video, but especially considering how long it's taken just to find which one we want to do in our own style. What if we just Google classic paintings? Sorry, I just had to turn on my keyboard. And then learn how to read. Vincent van Fella. I forgot his name. I don't know that he was the artist I was thinking of either. I want to do something that's got characters in it though. What era are we even thinking of? And making choices is hard. That's so pretty. I know that's not the original, but it's pretty. McDong. Yes, show me your angel ones. Angels are fun. Maybe I should have decided on one before I started recording. It probably would have been smarter. But, you know, I do not pick the smartest thing to do at any given point. Thank you. Take me over to regular Google, please. Ow. Ugh, my glasses were falling off my face. As usual. Nakira's, as usual, right next to me, thinking that I'm talking to her. Yes, show me all of his paintings, please. You know, I don't think you were the painting I was thinking of. I mean, painter. Picasso? Are you who I'm thinking of? Da Vinci? Sorry, I just like saying it like that. Put you in another tab. Show me more. Show me more. Oh, this is... Oh, were you the fella I was thinking of? I'm going to end up with a whole lot of tabs open, aren't I? Do I have 2 tabs open with him still? I don't think I need to have 2 tabs open. Because see, I've got him open in this tab. Was she a painter too? Or the eyebrow lady? Sorry, that's all I know of her. You might have been who I was thinking of. You. Where's your list of paintings? Oh, you have coloured periods? Blue period. Oh, I like that idea. That's fun. Can you show me a list of your blue period arts? Is that what the anime was named after? Because that would make sense. Ooh. Thank you. I would like a list of your works, thank you. Oh, yeah, a list of your paintings, please. No, I want a list. Because I would like a list. I can't imagine having the patience that anyone that does painting has. There's a lot of waiting for paint to dry, and I don't have the patience for that. There's a reason why I'm a digital artist. Wow, dude did a lot of paintings. Dude. Sorry, dude, I'm rushing through your paintings. And you did not have the ability to rush through your paintings. I'm sure they took a very long time. Michelangelo, you have some very lovely stuffs. List of works. Wow. Can't imagine having the patience for sculpting or doing marble stuff either. For I would like to do some stuff with clay. I think it would be fun. Ooh, I like them. I know there's a specific painting I'm thinking of, I'm having a big old brain fart. Can I see just a list of his paintings, please? I was hoping for like a list of his paintings. Dude did a lot of paintings. Do they have like a count of how many paintings he did? I can't imagine doing a lot of paintings in my life. I just don't have the patience for painting. Yeah, definitely should have picked one before I started recording. So I want a painting by you. I don't know, I do like some of your painterings. Put you over there. I wonder what he would have thought of the fact that now, because he did these in his own home, and I don't know that he expected to see them. Like, what does he think of people seeing them now? What does he think of what people think of them? Do you think he finds it sad that people have given names to his paintings? I know there's a particular painting I'm thinking of. I don't remember what it's called or who did it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go look at one of their lists, I guess. Did I find a list of your paintings? I did indeed. Show me a list of your paintings, Google. Yes, show me your list. Scrolly, scrolly, scroll. Ooh. I scrolled too far. Take me back to your paintings. From the sounds of my laptop, it is not enjoying this process. Oh, hello. I'd like something with characters, but not too many characters. Sorry if I go quiet, it's just me contemplating. Funky. I do like this one, but I don't think I have the patience. Honestly, that might just be my answer to a lot of them, that I like them, but I don't have the patience. Maybe this one, by John William Waterhouse. Put you in there. Wait, let's put his name onto it too. Copy. Can you just... No, okay. Do I have to be... Oh. The text is too big. And now that is too small. That's a little bit funny. No, I need it to be like readable. You know, in a way that fits onto the painting. There you go. What's the painting named? Boreas. Let's put that on there too. You are one of my options. Thank you. Put you up out of the way. Not that we can read it well up there, but I do like that one. I would like that one if I didn't find the idea of horses horrifying. Maybe this will be a series, because I'm sure it'll take multiple videos to do the first one. This is one they did on Drawfee, and I really like this painting, but I don't really have any ideas on what I could do with it. Ooh, I really like this one. Look at all the fabric-y stuff. Fabric. Love that. Is that a painting? Wow. Yeah, I think in future we'll definitely find it before we start recording. So then you don't have to sit through as much. I like this one. Sometimes I just look at beautiful paintings and I think, maybe I do want to start painting more. Maybe you're the artist I was thinking of. I don't think it was this painting specifically, but maybe that's the person who did it. Okay. So, we need a canvas. Oh. We need a... I'm having a brain fart. We'll use this one. I think it's roughly the right dimensions. Pop you on out. resize you so you're over there. Thank you. So what character do we want to do in this placement? I think I'm going to do Cario because I haven't drawn her in a while, and I think it would be interesting to do a character that has an unnatural hair colour, because I think a lot of older paintings, they kept to natural painting colour, natural hair colours in it. I'm going to colour pick sometimes, but not all the time, so you don't have to worry about that. So we'll have this the skyline here. I'm going to use it as a reference and inspiration, but it's not going to be exact, because honestly I'm not the kind of artist that can do exact. My cat is growling at something, probably one of the other cats. The sky is kind of a grey muddiness in the background. So we'll have a base white layer. So when I'm drawing and doing the colouring, I tend to often just use this emphasising texture one, and only that, because I don't know why, but that's how I like to do colouring at the moment. I try to firm it up sometimes, because sometimes if you have your colours too blendy and washy together, it makes it hard to actually see any detail at all, because it's this blending into one horrible mush. I don't know why I'm starting with the background when I know the character is the part that I'm going to enjoy the most. I guess because it's easier to layer up than layer down. I don't know. Do we want to add more brightness to this? I mean, I guess I probably will add more brightness just because Cario has blue hair and blue eyes. I mean, you don't have to add brightness just because her eyes are blue, but with the way I tend to shade eyes, I tend to add brightness anyway. And I feel like I'm already got the sky a lot brighter than is in that painting. I'm just kind of layering clouds on. Doesn't really matter how much I smear the stuff below, because I will go over that later. And you can add some trees and some green shrubbery, but we'll have it in... I can't tell which cat that is. That is Akira. We'll have it start at this mid-green, and then we will darken it to a darker green. So these are further back than that big one. I do have a lot of brushes, but I still tend to just use this and attempt to paint most things myself, just because I find that more enjoyable. I will use brushes, obviously, because I'm not going to just not use brushes just because, I don't know, sometimes brushes feel like cheating, but it's like, you know, they exist for a reason, and it's not really cheating. Like, I don't think it really is actually possible to cheat in art. A little bit of green along here. We'll probably end up covering a big portion up here. I feel like this might actually be too bright. You know what? I'm allowed to have a bit more brightness. The cat mooched my foot. Disgusting. A little bit of the brownness of them. If you're ever interested, I probably could do a video where I use a whole lot of brushes and show you some of the brushes I do have. I don't know, I spend a lot of time collecting brushes, and then I just stick to using the same brushes over and over. I used to use cloud brushes a lot, but now it's like I kind of tend to prefer painting my own brushes and layering them up and doing it that way, because I find that more fun. What do we think the lighting of this painting is? Is it kind of glowing from the front, maybe, so that's why the background is more dim? Do we want to add a bit more firmness around the edge of the leaves, maybe? Apparently the cat's going nuts. They didn't get to go outside today because it was raining. Ugh, my glasses are falling off my face again. They didn't get to go outside today, and Lily and Akira are used to going out daily, so now they're going a little bit loopy. But I did get a lot of washing done today, so that's fun. I feel like we want to add some kind of orangey tones. Orangey tones. But not too much orangey tones. Add another tree back here, a happy little tree. I haven't done a lot of practice drawing flowers, but I am pretty happy when it comes to drawing trees. Like, I don't think I'm horrible at drawing trees. I'm just not an artist that does the most detailed trees, per se. I definitely do better with trees in digital art than traditional art. Like, you don't want to see me doing a traditional tree. Would I say this tree is darker because it is further back? Maybe so. Maybe so. So let's add a little bit of brightness. Maybe if we add a few speckles of white to show it glowing through. No, I feel like that kind of looks silly. Don't ask what I'm doing at this point. I don't have answers. Sometimes you just go with whatever fits the mood and the vibe. Smudge it a little bit. What do we think of that? Dull it down a little bit. Yeah, it's not the worst. Add a little more grey. No, go away. You. Stop. Didn't want that. Don't know why that opened. Would it help if we kind of blobbed in the figure and got an idea of how much we're going to end up with covered? Maybe so. Maybe so. We're going to do... So the face would be about here. Face. One arm is up here. Shoulder. One arm reaches up. Shoulder. Chest. The fabric kind of bunches. Fabric bunch. I think I definitely did my background kind of bigger. Like, I think I could size that up a little bit. Guess we'll keep that. I think I want this. See, this is the purple digital art too. I can easily do this and resize it. Add some of this. I do think art I think digital art where you use fewer layers is more fun. Like, I don't really enjoy using too many layers. I find I tend to get a little bit lost when I use too many layers. Like, I get muddled up on the amount of layers, so I like to have lesser layers. And I'll add a layer, but then when I'm done with it, I will delete that layer. But I like to do a lot of things on the one layer. But in saying that, even if I say I like to do this thing a lot, I'm saying I did that, that's what I've done today. It doesn't really apply to every single time I'm sitting down and drawing, because I'm not really the best at noticing overall trends outside of recent memory. Like, I know I've definitely said plenty that I don't do sketches, but I've been doing sketches more often lately, so that's a big old contradiction. I did have a brief time when I was doing entirely on one layer. I've kind of moved out of that again. I still do less layers, as few layers as possible, but it's not 0 layers. Maybe one day I will go back to practicing on just doing the one layer stuff. I do have keys on my tablet, so that's how I'm resizing the brush, if anyone is curious. I wonder if I'll even get to drawing the character beyond this basic figure by the end of the video. I don't really want to draw flowers, if I'm honest. Like, I think I'll just stick to it being grass. Cat at my feet again, cat at my feet. Cat doing what a kitty cat can. Meow, 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 meow. I've been thinking I would like to do a video per day for December, kind of my version of a vlogmas thing, but I don't really have ideas on what I would do for each video. Like, I was thinking of doing a Bioshock video per day until I finish the game, maybe, because I still do need to finish playing that, because I did kind of randomly stop, and I expected I would do that, because I started recording a Bioshock video, but then Akira turned off the audio, and then so I stopped recording and was planning on finishing that video later. But I'm pretty bad about it, where if I start a project and I don't do it in one sitting, I'm really not likely to finish it either. So it's just really hard to convince myself to go back to it, if that makes sense. Ugh, I don't like this grass. Oh, we're stopping for a freeze in the save. No, it doesn't want to save. Thought it was going to. I really need to turn off autosave because I don't like it. If I stop recording suddenly, it's because my laptop decided to crash, because it does that sometimes. But at least I've been rambling for long enough that it's like, well, if it does decide to stop and crash, it's not like this video is going to be too short. Yeah, I just feel like this looks silly. Something about it looks silly. Maybe it's the fact that I didn't include flowers. Like, should I have included flowers? But flowers aren't really something I'm good at drawing. But at the same time, it's not like I'll ever get good at drawing flowers without practicing drawing flowers, is it? But I just... You know that feeling where you've been doing something long enough that you have some aspects of it you're good at, and it's like you've been drawing those aspects for long enough that you don't remember how annoying it was to learn them. So you look at any other aspect and you're like, ugh, I don't want to do that because it's going to be hard to learn. And you don't really think about the fact that you've already had so much difficulty in the stuff you've already learned. So of course you can do that difficult thing. It's like, yeah, it's going to be difficult and it's going to take time, but all you can think about is the fact that you don't want to even start to have to go through that, if that makes sense. I don't know if that improved anything at all, beyond adding a random splash of colour. My tablet pen is squeaking a little bit. I'm not really sure how you meant to know when to replace the nib in the pen. Like, is it when it starts squeaking, or is it just because of the way I'm pressing down that it's squeaking? I don't know. You'd think, since I think I've had this tablet for a year now, you'd think I would know that by now, but no, I do not know. And I still have plenty of nibs left because I don't know when I'm meant to replace a nib. I think I've only replaced it twice, and I don't even know if it actually needed replaced then, or if I just felt like it had been long enough that I should replace it then. Like, I don't even know when I did last replace it to know if I should be feeling like it needs replaced now. You get what I mean? Let's do this front ground tree. Front ground tree, living in his own tree ground world. Woo. Front ground tree, living in his own front tree ground. Woo. Front ground tree. Not sure if it's raining or if that's just the noise of various devices that I can hear. Never understood people who really enjoy listening to the sound of rain. I usually just find it too much noise. Sorry, just adjusting my glasses again, because they need adjustments a lot. Doot. I feel like I could have definitely done this stuff in the background a little bit better, honestly. Maybe if we trim it down by doing some more white and greys around it. So you can barely see it. I'm sure I could do it better if I actually zoomed in. I don't know why I'm avoiding zooming in. Like, there's no rules. I'm the one that decided to make the video. Doot. I wonder what these painters would think if they knew people were reimagining their paintings and doing new versions of them. Like, would they like that? Would that be something they liked, or would they be annoyed? I don't know what I'd think. I think if long after I'm dead people were looking at my art and doing their own versions of it and making trends around repainting it and reimagining it, I don't think I would dislike that. I think I would enjoy that, but I'd also maybe cringe a little bit, because what if they're doing it on a painting or a drawing that I really, really hated? Like, imagine that. They're keeping my art alive, but they're also keeping the stuff I hated alive. But I don't know, maybe I don't think you can ever really achieve immortality, but it must mean something to be remembered and have the things you enjoyed in life remembered. And maybe I would enjoy, I don't know what there is after, but maybe the afterlife me would enjoy knowing people still alive are still appreciating and enjoying my art. I don't know. There we go. Goople, goople, goople. Goople, 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 goople. Okay, so the leafery. We will add some little pink flowers maybe into this leafery. I think it would make sense. Do we want to have the leaves that are supposedly closer be a little bit brighter to show that they're closer? Since we're kind of imagining the lighting is in front of it, casting a lighting onto the scenery. We also need something to divide. I guess in that original you can see a little band of white here, but because of the way I've done it, you cannot see that band of white. Do I want to reintroduce the band of white? Maybe. We'll probably... Yeah, it's not a bad idea to reintroduce the band of white. I'm not the best at shading or shades of brown, if I'm completely honest. Like, that's definitely a colour I struggle with a lot. I'm okay when it comes to skin tones, like brown skin tones. It's just when it's applied to anything else that I struggle a bit more. Skin makes sense, other things don't. I think as long as no one looks too closely, they will find it okay. And is that not the best we can hope for? Just a little flower, living in a flower world. Just a little flower. I need to replace my glasses. If you want to contribute towards my glasses fund, you can commission me on the Anywhere, or you can head to my Ko-fi. You know, may as well shill my Ko-fi. I actually added a thing to my commissions, so if you want to pay $8 or more, I can draw whatever Genshin character you want. It'll be fun, I promise. In fact, you could even send me a classical painting and ask me to draw your favourite Genshin character into the classical painting. Could that not be very fun? Maybe I should do one as an example and start promoting that. I don't understand how some people are so good at promoting art. Some people seem to get, even if they're not getting heaps of commissions, they're getting a regular supply of them. And, you know, I think that is the goal, honestly. It's a bit boring of a goal, but I would like like just something steady and regular. Can we go back to the days where people would just, there would just be rich people and they'd be like, this is my artist, I give this artist money and they give me art every so often, and sometimes it is even the art I asked for. I know these are really uninspired, undetailed flowers. I think I am done with that aspect of things for now. I just, okay. So, character. Cario always has one eye covered, which I think is suiting for this. And I'm not really good at drawing heads on a side angle, if I'm honest. But I'm sure if you've seen any of my art, you would be aware of that fact. And I'm still learning in terms of drawing lips, if I'm completely honest. So the folds are in such a way where the hand is covered, but you can kind of see hints of the hand through the shirt, so that's interesting. Cario has freckles. A little flower thing here. I assume you'd see more of Cario's hair peeking out. So you can kind of see hints of the hand. I wonder if if the artist painted the hand and then painted over it to get that kind of transparent look, or if they mixed it, the paint, to, I don't know how they did that, because, you know, traditional art, you don't have transparent layers or whatever. And then the clothing kind of all folds, and then there's the other arm, and fabric kind of bunching around the arm. It kind of goes up and then folds. There we go. Oh, phone, stop doing that. Oh, it keeps unplugging and replugging itself. It doesn't know if it's plugged in or not. Okay, that's fair. And then it kind of billows. I don't really understand how your clothing works, ma'am. You've got a billowing piece of fabric. Oh, it's more of a billow from here. And the way it kind of loops, it's like your cardigan thing is billowing, or you've just got a sheet wrapped around you. I don't know which one it is, ma'am. Were you having fun out there in the wind? Who knows? Maybe. Underneath that is kind of another dress, I guess she's wearing a dress under all this billowing fabric, and that's not as affected by the winds because I guess it's a heavier fabric, and that kind of pulls in while this pulls out. Yeah. I would like to know more about this painter, please. Scrolly, back up to find the name of the painter. You know, if we're going to reimagine this artist's work, let's know a little bit about the painter. Why not? I forgot exactly where on the list it was, because I have never experienced a thought in my life. Thank you. I love this one. Dogs should be allowed to paint. I think dogs should paint more often. There it is. Copy. Tell me about yourself, John William Waterhouse. Did you live in a house made of water? He died in 1917. So he painted a lot of women's. Maybe we could reimagine a few of his paintings. Do you have a Wikipedia page, Cyril? Yes, you do. I love a good Wikipedia page. A lot of his paintings were based on authors. That's fun. Oh, in 1883 he married Esther Kenworthy, who had her own paintings. That's cool. In 1895 he was elected to the status of full academician. And this is his little gallery. I say little, but it's a decent sized gallery. I am not diminishing his gallery. Oh, I like the swamp one. Okay. Let's start building up some layers. Now we will definitely zoom in. So the way the hand is, you can kind of see the skin even through the fabric bunched all over it on this arm. So we're just doing this to get the good shape in. I do that a lot. I use the turnip pen for that. I used to use the G pen, but I like the turnip pen more now. Look. So thumb. You don't really need to have too many details on the fingies because of the fact that they're actually covered. I mean, we could have more details on the fingies, but it would be pointless. Like, Cario has freckles, but I don't think those would show through, but we may as well put them in the air anyway. Why not? A little bit of shading. Don't know why I'm bothering with a little bit of shading, because you won't be able to see it. I think, do we want to stick to the same kind of mood and colouring? Maybe? I don't. The mood is kind of sad. She's getting blown by the wind, but she's busy, you know? She's busy thinking about being the wind. I don't know if she's thinking about being the wind, but she's in the wind, she's experiencing it, and she's in thought, kind of. Of course, you've got to do that now, don't you? We've been chatting for nearly an hour. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but apparently it's going to be long, so it's going to take my video forever to export and render this. Of course, that's the thing I think about. So it's kind of a blue colour. It's a kind of a darky blue colour. And it kind of goes into there and wraps in. Yes, 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 yes. We'll have this be over the skin. Which kid is eating on the shelf? Can't tell, too dark. It is, well, you can see the time. You can know what time it is for me. I will not know what time it is for you. It's a little bit silly to do this shading here, where I'm just going to lower the opacity on this layer because of that factor. You can't really see it that well through the clothing, so you don't need it too visible. In fact, this may even still be too visible, but we will build layers onto it. Add more colour, because we don't want to completely drown out the colour. But we also don't want to have too much colour. Oh no, too much colour! Yikes, I can smell how hot my laptop's getting. One day I will get the proper PC that will handle more. For the low price of $8, you can commission me to draw your favourite Genshin character and help me eventually save up to get a decent computer. I really should actually mention my commissions in videos more often, but I don't know, I'm not good at advertising. I hope that gives the idea that her arm is within that. So you can kind of see the bottom of the ear underneath the flower. I hate drawing ears. Doop. And then she does have freckles. See, this is a brush I use a lot. It's in my decorations tab. It's Soft Freckles. I think I got that on the Clip Studio Paint store. So that one is probably easy to find, at least, if you happen to be interested in it. And if it isn't easy to find, then I'm sorry, because unless there's a way, unless it's on somehow on the brush somewhere, I won't know any information about it. Unless it's, I did get a bunch of brushes from one person, and I do remember where those came from. So if I end up using one of those brushes, I can definitely point you to the person that made them. I would usually be a bit tidier in terms of keeping things where they need to go, but you know, I feel like with this I'm allowed to be a little bit messier. Because I'm allowed. So the lips can be kind of a darker colour. The eye is here. You would assume she looks kind of wind-chafed in the original version of the painting, and we should definitely have some of that carry over, so have the face kind of a little bit more red than it would usually be. Cario has blonde eyebrows, so not quite white, but blonde. Remember to look over and make sure the thing was still recording the screen, and yes, it is. Good, because Cario is a natural blonde, but she dyes her hair blue. Because she does not live in a universe where characters can have naturally blue hair. Sorry, Simpsons. And Cario has blue eyes. Zoom in a little bit more. I should probably stop recording and let my laptop have a break. Maybe even export this first half so it's quicker later. But I don't know, I think I am enjoying this. Maybe I'll even do a few time-lapse ones. I mean, yeah, speed up ones where I do it and record it in one sitting and then just speed it up and talk over it then. I mean, then you won't have to, watch a video that's over an hour long to see the whole process. Unless you happen to enjoy seeing the whole process. As you can see, I'm just using the same brush to shove some eyelashes into the painting. Ta-da! Eyelashes. And then adding a bit more pink to the corner of the eyes. And then adding a bit more here and adding a bit more fluff. And this is what we've got so far. I will briefly pause and perhaps get some exporting done. Thank you for watching so far.